My name is Liz Huizar, and I'm the Youth Programs Manager at El Centro de la Raza, a nonprofit based in Seattle, Washington that supports Latino and other community members. In my role as Youth Programs Manager, I oversee 6 middle school and high school programs that support with academic and cultural development, but specifically, I support the staff members who run those programs and offer a line of support, a line of communication so that we can have the best programs possible. My career path started really when I was in college, and I started working in an after-school program as I attended classes full-time, and so it's something that was just a part-time job for me that ends up becoming really where my career takes off. And so I used to work in elementary school, and I worked with 3rd grade, I worked with kindergarten, I worked with different grade levels, always thinking that it was just something part-time on the side while I went to college. Without realizing it, it was preparing me for the skills needed to be the manager that I am today. I went to school in California, and I was the first generation student, meaning my parents did not attend college. I'm the first in my family. And so navigating school was pretty tough. There were definitely times that I thought I wouldn't make it, or that, I was going to run out of financial aid, and just definitely scary moments throughout my journey. But nonetheless, I made it, and I graduated with a bachelor's in political science. Not knowing what to do with that bachelor's in political science, I earned a master's degree in education, specifically in Chicano studies, which is learning about Latinos. And so those 2 degrees prepared me even more to have this knowledge to support my community as best as possible. Growing up, I knew that I always wanted to help the community. I always knew that I wanted to give back. I just didn't know exactly what route that would happen in. And so for a long time, I wanted to go to law school, and I didn't even know that nonprofit work existed. I really didn't think much about it until I moved to Seattle. And there are many things that I love about my job, but really the thing that makes me the happiest is supporting students and building relationships with students. It is definitely a different relationship than being in the schools, because sometimes there's more trust built between us and the students. And so getting to see students, start in middle school and go all the way to high school and being part of their journey, not just for a year, but for many years, is definitely one of the things that I love the most. We also do a lot of work with families and caregivers back home, because we understand that it can't just be done alone. And so building relationships with families is also one of the most rewarding things of this job. I knew that I wanted to do this work once I discovered that this work was available. Nonprofit is something that I didn't learn about until college, and it's something that I hope more students get a chance to explore in high school, because then you'll be setting yourself up for the long term. This work is work from the heart. It's hard work. It's definitely work that requires a lot of self-care and ensuring that you are putting yourself first. And so just making sure that there's that balance, that we want to help the community, but also that you need to care for yourself. And my other piece of advice is definitely always hope for the next step. Don't just stay in one position. We need more people to sit at the table to make our voices heard. And so always have that ambition to want to do more for yourself.